How many videos is she gonna start at this goddamn desk? Probably everyone. Life is really lifing right now. I do not feel like doing anything on this earth. I feel like sitting in my bed and going back to sleep. It's 1:30 to like p.m. So like that doesn't really sound like a good plan, but it's cloudy, it's gloomy. And you know how the weather affects me. Like it affects many other human beings. Like we had that 80-degree 3-day spurt and that was really just like a taste. It was a flavoring of what's to come. And then they said, nope, let's go back to 50 degrees and gloomy. So that's where we're at right now. We need to go book shopping. We don't need to go book shopping, but I want to go book shopping and this is my only day available to go book shopping, so I need to go today. Because every other day it's going to be raining. April's about to be over. May 1st is on Monday, which is crazy. This month has literally been a roller coaster of a just like aching headache and anxiety. But I'll have to tell you guys more about that in a different video because that's like a different life update. But this month has just been a headache. But it's finally over. Almost over. But also new month means new TBR. Now I'm very new to the book community, as you guys know. I'm very new. So I've never done like a monthly TBR video or like a to be read or reading wish list, what I want to read type ordeal. I've never done that. I'm dying to do that because I am dying to read a lot of books. Like there's a lot of books on my TBR that I'm like, I want to do this right now. Like get me in the game right now, coach, and I'm there. Why did I put March? What month are this? It's not March. What month? May. See, these spring months I always get pretty confused. Today I'm gonna be going to Barnes & Noble's, picking up the books that I didn't get from Amazon because I ordered some books on Amazon that have already arrived. So we're gonna do a book unboxing and then we're also gonna go book shopping to my favorite Barnes. I found this new Barnes, love it. It's so aesthetic, I love it, it's gorgeous, it's fun and fresh. And then I'm gonna come back and tell you my TBR. So me and Notion, we're locked in. Hi Notion, if you're watching, we're locked in. We're locked in because I love using this to organize any type of book related things. So you guys know, or if you don't know, so basically this is, well, I just gave it away, but I have this is my book page. This is my Notion book page section. I put some cute little book stuff. I don't know, I'm not the greatest at making my Notion aesthetic, but I'm trying really hard. And then I have 2 categories here, book wish list and then monthly lineup. So book wish list, this is my entire 2023 TBR that I've accumulated so far. So this is basically where I put every single book that I want to read in the entire year of 2023. And I have the ones that I've completed, the ones that I'm currently reading, and all that jazz. This is where like I put my ratings. I decided that I wanted to also separate my monthly TBRs and do it cute with like pictures and stuff like that. That way I could just kind of see the vibe that I want for this month. This is my monthly TBR. Now mind you, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 books so far. And I've never read 9 books in a month. I've never even read 9 books in probably 2 months. Like, this is probably well, I don't want to say anything's impossible, but this is a lot, especially because I'm still in school. I mean, school ends mid-May, so after like, you know, the middle of May, I'll have the utmost time to be reading whatever I need to read. But 9 books is a lot, but like I'm just dying to read these. So these are kind of like May hopefuls, but I may not get to all of them, but I'm purchasing all of these right now because these are the books that are really at the tip of my tongue. They're at the tip of my experience. But like I just keep seeing so many books that like I'm dying to read. Like I just added Happy Place by Emily Henry to my reading list and everybody's raving about this. So like I feel like I'm missing out right now, but also they say that this is a perfect summer read. So I think I should wait until June. Like put this on my June TBR when it's like real hot. I'm at the beach. You know, they say Emily Henry is a good beach read because I think she literally has a book called Beach Read. She's a good summer read type gal. We could be patient. Both of these are giving going on my summer TBR because this just gives read by the beach, so save these. Guys. I think I went a little bit overboard, but let's dissect. Bro, at this point, I'm really gonna need a bookshelf. I don't have a bookshelf. I can no longer just keep stacking these on top of each other. I need a bookshelf, and I have no space for a bookshelf. First things first, I want to preface, because you guys are probably looking at me like, Maya, stop being stupid. Like, you just stupidly spent your money. You didn't need to do this. Did I need to do this? No. But do human beings need to do 90% of the things they do? No. So I did this because I wanted to. But I do have my reasonings for this, and I don't, in my head, this is not as scary as it seems to the naked eye. I think this is just gonna be a combination of my May TBR and also just a book haul. And like kind of my spring wish list type beat. Because obviously I'm not getting through all this in May. I'm not gonna wake up one day and just start being a reading wizard. And I'm not, like, it's impossible. I have my specific TBR. I went off of my TBR and I bought a lot of stuff that wasn't on it, but we're still just gonna give you a haul and I'm gonna give you my reasoning. We'll start off with the stuff that was actually on my TBR and then the stuff that I didn't purchase. So I should have put this actually in proper order. I put 9 books on my May TBR. I don't know in what world I think that that is possible. Like maybe if I was on summer vacation already, but May, only half of May, I'm gonna be finished with school. So it's just not necessarily realistic that I'm gonna finish 9 books in May when I'm still doing like homework, especially when finals week comes up. It's not super realistic. But I'm just like, these are the books that I'm really feeling to read. All of these I'm really feeling to read, but these specifically were the ones that I'm feeling to read. The 2 books that I already have on my May TBR that were already purchased. So basically from my physical TBR. Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas and then Air of Fire by Sarah J Maas. These are both from the Throne of Glass series, her like 8-book Throne of Glass series that you can see on the back there. If you're in the Sarah J Maas universe, you know, but also if you've been watching my videos for like the past few months, you know that I've been trying to slowly but surely get through the Throne of Glass series. It's just a thick one. It's a long one. I'm 25% of the way through Air of Fire, but I kind of just put it on hold because I wasn't feeling the vibes. I wasn't in the mood to read it, but I think I'm slowly getting there. These 2 might be towards the end of the month because I need to really be in the mood to read these, but I want to read them because I want to be done with Throne of Glass, not because I don't like it, but I want to be done so I can get to 𝐸₂, and I don't want to start 𝐸₂ before I finish Throne of Glass because I just cannot have that much Sarah J Maas in my life. Okay, I really should have organized this better. The Blood Gift by N.E. Davenport. So if you remember a few months back in a past vlog, I read The Blood Trials, which is the first book in the series. This is a duology, so this is the second and final book. And I read The Blood Trials. I liked it. It wasn't a 5-star read for me. It was probably like a 3.75. I like kind of the vibe. I like that it's a black fantasy, but I think there was just a few things about it that were a little frustrating for me. I was excited to read the second book because I think there might be some nice found family aspect in this, and also we could finally, hopefully, get some more romance because the first book doesn't really have much romance. The premise of this kind of world in this first book is it's kind of like a dystopian type fantasy, and basically this main girl 𝐸₂, she like has these gifts. Do I know how to explain it? I don't know if I know how to explain it, but basically like 𝐸₂ is this like badass fighter, and she has these like special gifts that are kind of like, I guess they're like illegal in the place that she's in. And the premise of the first book was that her grandfather was murdered kind of by like the people in power, and she was kind of trying to solve that, figure out who murdered her grandfather, but she had to become something called a Praetorian, which is like an elite fighter in this community. And the first book is kind of going through those trials, and then the second book is what takes place after that. But yeah, so it's kind of giving, it's reminiscent of Divergent. Divergent in the combat training, you know, you have to make sure you fight until, or else you'll get cut from the system type thing. Kind of giving first book of Divergent, basically. So yeah, the next one is Blood Like Magic by Liselle Sambury. And I've had this on my TBR for so long because I'm gonna read every black fantasy book. Because like if there's a black girl on the cover, speak slowly, Maya. If there's a black girl on the cover and you're telling me that there's also some magic related, that sounds like it's right up my alley. But I also like don't want to overdose myself with the black fantasy, but like at the same time, when I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood. After years of waiting for her calling, a trial every witch must pass in order to come into their powers, the one thing Voya Thomas didn't expect was to fail. When Voya's ancestor gives her an unprecedented second chance to complete her calling, she agrees and then is horrified when her task is to kill her first love. And this time, failure means every Thomas witch will be stripped of their magic. I don't know, like it's giving, I don't know what it's giving. Like I don't know if it's giving, this is gonna be a romance because like she's gonna have to kill her first love. Like I have no idea what to expect going into it. And I feel like it's not really talked about a lot on Book Talk. Normally, the books that I pick, everybody's talked about it either on Book Talk or BookTube, so I kind of already know what to expect, but I have no idea what to expect. So excited for this one. Good vibes. 7 Days of June. Now, in contrast to the last one, this is one that I've heard about way too much. I've heard everybody just run their mouth about 7 Days of June by Tia Williams. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. Like I've never read like an adult romance. Like this is giving mature. I want to read it and then I want to see if my mom will be into reading it because I'm trying to get my mom into reading. So this seems like something she might be into reading. Ava Mercy is a single mom and best-selling erotica writer who is feeling pressed from all sides. Shane Hall is a reclusive, award-winning novelist who, to everyone's surprise, shows up in New York. When Shane and Ava meet unexpectedly at a black literary event, sparks fly. But what no one knows is that 15 years earlier, teenage Ava and Shane spent one crazy, torrid week madly in love and have been secretly writing to each other in their books ever since. So I guess this is like second chance romance. Not gonna lie, I keep getting this book and Before I Let Go. I forgot the author's name for Before I Let Go. But I keep getting this book and Before I Let Go mixed up because not that they are similar at all, I think, but I think it's just because they're the two most popular black contemporary romances out right now. They're mushing in my head. So I feel like I've never read the back of this. I've never read this blurb because this sounds right up my alley. Like, it's second chance romance, but like it seems like it's gonna be very black-centric, but hopefully in a nice, natural way. Over the next 7 days, amidst a steamy Brooklyn summer. Brooklyn? Finally, we get a New York book that's not set in dirty Manhattan? Brooklyn? No, I'm excited. Ava and Shane reconnect, but Ava's wary of the man who broke her heart. Before Shane disappears again, she needs a few questions answered. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. Brooklyn? Yo. I'm excited for that one. Okay, The Mixtape by Brittany Cherry. I thought the premise of this sounded lit. It sounds litty. And I think I also watched a booktuber give this like a really, really high rating. But also I've never read a book like this, but I love the idea of kind of like the starstruck, like, you know, the Disney movie Starstruck, like where it's like, oh, like they're a celebrity and then the girl is like just like a regular girl, or like other way around where it's like celebrity and then regular person, because I love reading about and like hearing about celebrity culture, like the rich lifestyle and everything like that. So excited about this one. I got Icebreaker. I'm late to the game. I feel like people have been talking about Icebreaker for a while, but I got it because like literally so many people rate this 5 stars. Now it's giving me Love Hypothesis vibes from the cover, which is worrisome because we know how I felt about Love Hypothesis. I rated it 3 stars. Wasn't a fan at all, really. Like it was okay, like it wasn't a fan. So, but this is a different author. So I have hopes for this. But basically, I think this is a fake dating trope. Anastasia Allen has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to University of California and lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as team captain is on keeping his team on the ice, which is tricky when a facilities mishap means they are forced to share a rink with the figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. Basically, I think in this one, it's Grumpy Sunshine, but the girl is grumpy and the boy is Sunshine. And everybody, I think, loves the guy in this book. I don't know, we'll see, because I'm pretty critical about human beings. Cute, fun, fresh romance, hockey romance. We'll see how that goes. This one I'm really excited for. Wait, I think I'm obviously really excited for all of them. I bought them. But like this one and 7 Days of June, I'm like actually like kind of geeked. Like I'm kind of geeked. Like everything about this is just speaking to me. Like the cover, the World Trade Center in the back, the New York City skyline in the back, 2 black people falling in love. I am so here for this. This is The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest. So I think she's too much. The main girl or woman, she dreams of becoming a children's book editor, but she's been frustratingly stuck in the nonfiction division for years without a promotion in sight. Lily finds escapism in her correspondence with her favorite fantasy author, and what begins as 2 lonely people connecting over email turns into a tentative friendship and possibly something else Lily won't let herself entertain until he ghosts her without a word. They're talking online and then the guy ghosts her, and then she has this neighbor that shows up, and the neighbor ends up being the guy that she was talking with, but she doesn't know because she was writing to him in her pen name, in his pen name, and the neighbor gives him the real name, so like he knows that they were talking, but she doesn't know. And I think this is also fake dating because I think she takes her to a wedding. Is that what occurs? He agrees to set her up with someone else, though this simple favor between 2 neighbors is anything but, not when he can't get her off his mind. So it's giving he falls first, it's giving fake dating, it's giving he's setting her up with other guys when he's actually in love with her, but it's also giving like black love story, it's giving New York, it's giving fun! It's giving fun! And this is the last one on my actual TBR. This is The Right Move by Liz Tom Ford. And I heard things about this from, are there pictures in this? No. What is going on with, they like did the chapters with like, cute, different. I think this is also a fake dating trope. This is a romance. I think this is a basketball romance. She's a distraction, that's what she is. I'm the newest captain of the Devils Chicago NBA team. And the last thing I needed this year was for Indy Ivers, my sister's best friend, to move into my apartment. She's messy, emotional, and way too tempting. So I think it was like proximity, fake dating. Is it fake dating? I don't think it's fake dating. I probably should have gone on Goodreads. I'm sorry. You guys could go on Goodreads though, if you're interested. But when the team's general manager vocalizes his blatant disapproval of my promotion to captain, referring to me as unapproachable lone wolf. Yes, it is fake dating. Lone wolf with no work-life balance. I can't think of a better way to convince him otherwise than pretending to date my outgoing roommate. The only problem, faking it feels far too natural. Having a fake girlfriend wasn't supposed to be messy, but having Indy under my roof and in my bed is complicated, especially when she wants all the romantic parts of life that I could never give her. It's fake dating. And it's giving kind of same premise setup as kind of Love Hypothesis. I don't know. Oh my god, they're falling. They're falling. They're falling, and I'm breaking them. So yeah, fake dating. Almost done, guys. 3 more. So these last 3 were not on my TBR, but I do think I'm gonna, I don't know like what order I'm gonna read these in, but I do think these are gonna be in May, hopefully. All of these are by black authors, and I think I want to do a video that's like dedicated to like only reading black authors, something like that. So that's why I got extra, because I was like, wait, do I have enough black authors? Like, girl, you can't even read 1 book in a week. Like, what do you mean, do you have enough? Charming is a Verb by Ben Philippe. And I love the cover of this one, but also I love, are we seeing a pattern? I love New York City settings, and I think this one is YA. Henry 𝐤𝐬𝐢𝐳. I'm gonna be really tired of reading aloud after this. Henry 𝐤𝐬𝐢𝐳𝐤𝐬. When you buy this book and you read that, you'll understand that just was unnecessarily hard. Can charm just about anyone. He is a star debater and popular student at the prestigious Fate Academy, the dutiful first-generation Haitian son. Love the Caribbean representation. Next, we just need some Guyanese representation, but I'll take Haitian. I'll take Caribbean in general, but we need some Guyanese representation. And trusted dog walker for his wealthy New York City neighbors, but his easy smiles mask a burning ambition and a dream at attending Columbia University. There's only one person who seems immune to Henry's charms, his intense classmate and neighbor, Corinne Troy. When she uncovers Henry's less than honest dog walking scheme, she blackmails him into helping her change her image at school. Henry agrees, seeing a potential upside for himself. Soon, what started as a mutual hustle turns into something more surprising than either of them ever bargained for. Sounds cute. Like, it sounds fun. It's like, you know, not too dense, it's small, and it just sounds like a fun vibe. Love a good black romance too. I say that as if I've read one, but I just think I would love one, but like I literally have never read one. It's looking like this spring, that's all I'm gonna be reading. I was really in the romance vibe right now, I think because it's warm and it's like, everything is just like fun, like the flowers are blooming. I'm not really in the vibe of like brutality and blood. I don't know, I want to read like a cheeky romance. Next thing I got was Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. And I've heard great things about this one too. Another black romance, YA, basically star football player and then like kind of like nerdy loner girl. And I think this is Forks proximity because they go on a wilderness retreat or something, like a wilderness excursion, and they're on it together. Basically, I think they used to be friends and then they stopped being friends, so it's like there's tension there. Yes. The last one, Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry by 𝐤𝐬𝐧𝐤𝐬. This one was giving like To All the Boys I Loved Before type beat. Quinn keeps a list of everything from the day she's ugly cried to things that I would never admit out loud and all the boys she'd like to kiss. Her lists keep her sane. By writing her fears on paper, she never has to face them in real life. That is, until her journal goes missing. An anonymous account posts one of her lists on Instagram for the whole school to see and blackmails her into facing 7 of her greatest fears, or else her entire journal will go public. Quinn doesn't know who to trust. Desperate, she teams up with Carter Bennett, the last known person to have her journal, in a race against time to track down the blackmailer. Together, they journey through everything Quinn's been too afraid to face, and along the way, Quinn finds the courage to be honest, to live in the moment, and to fall in love. So that's my book haul. Can't even call it a May TBR because how am I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can't read 12 books in a month. I mean, like, never say never, but I can't do that. Like, that's not me. Like, I'm not that skilled. I actually don't really know what order I'm gonna read this in. Shoot, I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I think I want to save all the black author ones until I am ready to film that black author video. But those are the ones I'm most excited for, which kind of freaking sucks. So like all of these, love that for me. Black excellence. I could start one of these. And I don't think I want it to be fantasy yet. So it might have to be, I don't know. You guys let me know. Out of these 3, out of The Right Move, Icebreaker, and the mixtape, which do you think I should read first in May? I will see you guys. I am scared.